G'day guys, X2KO here, and this is the Samsung S24E390HL, which I'm going to refer to from now on as the E390 for short. It is an impressive 23.6-inch PLS screen from Samsung for 2015. Now PLS stands for plain line switching and is equivalent, if not superior to, IPS technology. The screen itself features 1920 by 1080 pixels of resolution, which is Full HD, 178 degree viewing angles, 60 Hz refresh rates, 250 candelas per square meters of brightness, 4 millisecond pixel response time, which is 1 millisecond faster than last year's models, and it also uses direct current rather than pulse width modulation, so this is a flicker-free screen. The dedicated game mode that was in last year's model also makes a return, but it doesn't really do much other than boost contrast. Now the E390 is something of an amalgamation of some of the better features from two of last year's best 24-inch PLS screens, which were the Samsung D390 and the Samsung D590. In the review I did for both of last year's models, I mentioned that they outputted 93% of the sRGB colour spectrum, which is higher than similarly priced IPS screens, and that they had excellent image quality and were great all-rounders for gaming, media and work. And this screen, the E390, is no different. Saturation, black levels, brightness, contrast and viewing angles are all very good, which makes this monitor another excellent all-rounders. Gamers, media junkies or spreadsheet specialists are all catered for here. Samsung has also again applied a very effective light matte anti-reflective coating on the screen, reducing glare significantly without adding too much graininess. If you are worried about performance or image quality with this screen, you needn't be. It is one of the better performing screens in its price bracket and class. Last year's D390 had some stylish transparent turquoise coloured accents around the bezel. This year's E390 has similar styling, but this time using a more icy looking dark blue colour, which from the sides looks like glossy black. The D390 also has some transparent turquoise branding and matching transparent stand. The E390 carries on this tradition, but again in the icy blue colour scheme. And it looks just as nice next to a black PC laptop as it does next to a silver MacBook Pro. Moving to the rear, the E390's brushed metallic back appears identical to the D590, which is an improvement over the D390's glossy back that was a fingerprint and dust magnet. The E390 also features the same toggle menu button found on the D590, which in my opinion is vastly superior to the cumbersome touch menu buttons found on the D390. Merging the T-shaped stand from the D590 and the glossy base and transparent neck from the D390 gives us the glossy, transparent T-shaped stand of the E390. Stability-wise, the stand is about the same as the D590, which is a good thing. Even though it isn't the most stable stand in the world, it is much better than the D390, which turned out to be one of the wobbliest monitors I've ever tested. In terms of adjustability, the stand only allows for backwards tilt, so it's a good thing the screen has excellent viewing angles, reducing the need to adjust the screen. Still, it is unfortunate, just like on last year's models, that Samsung has again also left out VESA mounting holes, so you can't mount this to a third-party stand. The connectivity options are identical to the D390, which is one HDMI and one VGA input. The D590 on the other hand has two HDMI and one VGA input. Samsung has again not included any type of cable management, and with a transparent stand, it is much more noticeable to see messy cables. The on-screen menu is similar to last year's, with one major difference. The game mode has been replaced with an easy reader mode. The game mode is still available, but is now buried deeper within the menus. Overall though, it is intuitive and easy to navigate around. So, is this a good monitor? The answer is yes. Image quality and performance is at the top end of its class, while styling takes the best bits from two of last year's models. The only real weakness for some people is likely going to be the lack of stand adjustability. If Samsung added VESA mounting holes, this would be less of an issue. Maybe Samsung can add this for next year's model.